Hello everyone and welcome to Rob's Rogues. And here we are, taking a look at the Riddler, Edward Nygma from Batman Arkham City Wave 2 from DC Direct. Now I actually think they're called DC Collections. I think they changed their name. But as you can see here, I'm trying to get him in the pose from the video game teaser art that we had received. His head won't bend down forward, or his arms don't actually come back together here, but I thought I would try to attempt the pose. And I've just got to say, this is a fantastic looking figure. Figure. This was one I was very, very excited and eager to get. I thought if I only get one, the Riddler and Hush were the two figures I definitely wanted out of this wave. And now that I have all 5 of them from this set, I'm glad I picked up every one. The Detective Mode Batman, we'll get into that when we actually look at that figure. But the Riddler is a great looking figure. He's got his question mark cane here, just like it's depicted in the video game. Some people were saying that it had a gold top. I don't believe it did in the video game. I think it was just this green. It's actually kind of a translucent green. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but you can see my finger back behind here, but it is kind of see-through in spots. Gotta tell you right off the start, his hand, I won't be pulling this out of his hand once I have it in here. I had to use a little, like a metal pick of some kind to kind of pry his hand apart, because his fingers were so closely squeezed together. But it's a great looking figure. And DC Direct is getting more and more articulation out of their figures. He does turn at the hand here. His arms are on a swivel and a ball joint. No turn at the waist. His hat does come off here. He doesn't have one in the video game, but I wish they would have put a little question mark on his hat too. But that's cool that they put all that attention to detail into the figure. And the face sculpt is just stellar. He is missing his glasses. He does not come with any glasses at all. Some people say that, you know, it's hard to get glasses to look right on action figures. For whatever reason, they just don't seem to translate well. The Commissioner Gordon, or Lieutenant Gordon, that we got from the Batman Legacy line, his glasses were all right, and some people were complaining about the Hush Commissioner Gordon's glasses not looking so great, but I think they're all right. They could have done some type of glasses, but I think he's fine without the glasses too. I don't seem to have any real paint issues anywhere on the figure. There's the back of him. Just a solid looking figure. Does look really good with the hat on, and the hat is sculpted and made very well. See, the suit kind of looks worn. It's supposed to look a little dingy and dirty as they've been in Arkham. You can kind of see some smudge marks and some dirt on the hat, which, you know, that's supposed to be there. Now we'll look at some of the actual packaging. I don't have the case, but the case is exactly the same. The clamshell case with the bat ears is exactly the same as it has been for all the other figures. So if you are curious as to know what that looks like, it does come with the insert here. Shows the other figures in the line. The read-up is exactly the same as it appeared in Wave 1. The inside art is all the same. I was kind of hoping they were going to do some different art on the inside. They went to the trouble of doing the new figures from the wave. Would have been nice to see maybe a preview of Wave 3 or something, but they didn't do that. So, but what I am going to do, at the time of my review for Batman, Robin, and Harley, I had not picked up Arkham City, the video game, or a PlayStation 3 for that matter. Well, I have picked it up since then, and I played it, beat it, great game, and I also have the Arkham City Strategy Guide. And inside are bios of all the characters. So with these figures from the wave, I will be reading this instead of the little description, the generic description on the back. So here we go. With obsessive-compulsive need for attention, Edward Nygma is determined to be the cleverest of Gotham City's criminals, plotting elaborate trials of clues and riddles around his crimes. Batman has proven a worthy opponent, capable of unraveling the Riddler's most intricate plans, but Nygma has dedicated to creating a mystery that will stump the Dark Knight, even if he has to kill someone to do it. Humiliated by Batman on Arkham Island, Nygma is more determined than ever to bring the Caped Crusader to his knees. Not many people in Arkham City admit to knowing where the Riddler is hiding, but it's whispered that he has several hideouts. His question marks and riddles are litter the city. The Riddler also has informants in quite a few gangs. If they could be caught and intimidated, maybe they'll give up some information. So there is the read-up and write-up for the Riddler from the Arkham City video game strategy guide. And like I said, I'll be reading those for all the figures in this wave, since they didn't get an actual proper review, a write-up on the package. But again, a very, very solid figure. I really recommend picking up this entire wave. And I'm going to say right now, the Riddler is definitely the crown of this wave, but there's some other really good ones in here too. So yeah, I just can't say enough good things about this line. The wave was supposed to come out I think a week ago, and the dates kept changing. That's kind of the only drawback from DC Direct, is that they changed their ship times quite a bit. And it does make it a little frustrating when they put it on their website that it comes out on such and such date. I think it was actually slated for April 28th or 29th or something like that. I think actually earlier in April they were scheduled to come out, and the dates just keep getting pushed back farther and farther. But the quality of these figures, I'm willing to let that slide. Some people have asked the scale and size of the Arkham City figures to the DC UC figures, if they would work in line. And they are, in fact, different heights. Even the DC UC figures of the Batman Arkham City wave are the same height as, the Arkham City figures in DC Direct. I think I just got that a little mixed up there. Mattel, there we go. Pay attention, Rob. I will try. There we go. So there's his counterpart. I don't have the version like this for DC or for Mattel, but there you are. So a very, very solid figure. I highly recommend picking up these wave of figures. I think I may have missed the boat on Mr. Freeze and Killer Croc. I'm going to try really hard to track those down and get those pre-ordered. So this is going to wrap up the first figure from Wave 2 from the Batman Arkham City DC Direct line of figures. The last figures we've got, Batman, Robin, and Harley, came to us right around Christmas time. December 22nd, I believe, is when those came out, or when I was able to pick them up. So there you go. That's going to do it for Edward Nygma, the Riddler here. And as always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogues, signing off and saying we will see you guys next time.